All right. Here's part two. So, in part one, so I left the department store and I went home, told my husband at the time what took place at the store, and I started talking to him about how I had decided to go ahead and I wanted to start my own business. And he was like, I think you should. So I sat down and I started brainstorming, like what would it be called? What would I sell? You know, and ideally, I was like, okay. I started thinking, I was like, okay, plus size, plus size, plus size. I know I wanted it to be geared strictly for plus size women. Nothing against, smaller women by far. But in my heart, I knew I wanted my brand to be for plus size women because, like I said, the way that I left that store feeling, there was no way that I wanted nobody else to feel that way. And I know in my heart that I'm not the only person that's ever had that experience happen to them. So, like I said, I knew from there, I knew that's who I was catering to, plus size women. So I sat down and I started brainstorming names. And I'm like, when you think plus size, the term you hear right off the top of the head is fat women, fat girls, fat, 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 fat. I'm like, we are not fat. You know, I'm like, what is another word for fat? Because to me, fat is degrading. Fat is, you know, a word that people call when they try to hurt our feelings. And so I'm like, okay. I came up with all these different words, different phrases. And I was like, plush. Plush is what we are. We are beautiful, fabulous. We are divine. We are luxurious women. Our bodies are ours. We love ourselves. We flaunt our bodies. We love our bodies just like we love ourselves. Our bodies are ours. So we flaunt them how we want to. So when I got past that part, I'm like, plush. We are beautiful. Plush beauties. Therefore, Plush Beauties Boutique became the name. And then I got to thinking, okay, what is my tagline? What is my slogan? And then I said, okay, think. And I started brainstorming, jotting down. When I finally came up with size doesn't matter when it comes to sex. Because again, at the end of the day, what do you think? Everybody tries to put a stamp on what is sexy. You see it on the TVs, you see it in the world, you see it in the industries. Everything you see, they put a label on it. So it's like, no, we are not defined by what we see on TV. We're not defined by what we see in the world. And so I'm like, there you have it. Plush Beauty's Boutique. Size doesn't matter when it comes to sex. You can be big, little, small. But for me, when you think about plush beauties, this is what we are. We are plush, beautiful women. Our size does not define us. And I don't want any woman to feel like that. Society beats us up enough, you know. And for all the women that feel like their size makes them feel any kind of way, don't feel like that because it doesn't. You are beautiful. Your size is who you are. You are beautiful. And don't ever forget it. And don't let nobody ever tell you any different. So, Plush Beauty's Boutique was created for